We are live. We are live. Would you like to come say hello?
Hello.
She's a little busy right now. Welcome to another one of the biggest unboxing times I've ever done. It would have been the biggest, but I don't think I could sit here and unbox 70 clocks at once. I don't know if you can hear upstairs right now. We'll run up there real quick. Hold on. What's up, Braden? My other alternate. Dogs are awesome. 9197. What's up? What's up? Hold on. Got a slight mess going on right now. I had to borrow some stands. And there it was. There it was. We're gonna head back downstairs now. Back to the main event. Let's see. Solinus, what's up? What's up? Hi, Clocks07. I do not have the 24 Seiko. Did not get it. What's up, Emma? Let's get the tripod set up here. As you can see, we've got quite a few clocks. Here, actually, I'll, before I do this, whoa. I'll kind of show you what we got going on. We got my mom's puzzle table over here, my coffee, all the manuals. Every clock I open today gets one of these manuals depending on what model it is. These are all ones I've already opened. This isn't even all of them. Down here we've got one of the rhythm bags. And these will come with all orders of $200 or more. Or you can buy them separately for $8, I think. I do always need my coffee. I really do. The rhythm display stand in the box here. Here's one of the stands out. And those are also available if anyone is interested. We got the tester batteries over here. I just kind of grabbed some of the batteries that I could, tested them to make sure that they were good before using them. But those are my little tester batteries for today. We've got the champagne snowflake. Champagne snowflake. Probably my favorite of the snowflakes. I just really like the sort of rose gold champagne case. Changes color depending on the light. Love the Owala bottle. Thank you. I have two. I got that one at one of those Amazon bins. It had a lid on it that was broken, so I just bought a replacement one. It's not the original lid, but I was told it matches. I'm colorblind, so I had someone else pick it for me. But yeah. It's got 18 different songs, 6 hymns, 6 classical, or 6 Christmas. And currently, shh, don't tell anybody. I have it on the hidden song selection because if you put the switch between A and B, you can get the clock to play both hymns and classical. And some of the classical songs are different than the ones that are actually advertised as being on the clock. So kind of cool. But then we've got the antique melody wall clock. This is not for sale. However, you could win this clock. I am doing a giveaway here pretty soon, towards the end of this month probably. There will be a giveaway. If not the end of this month, it'll be early February. I'll keep you updated. Should be very soon though. But more info on that later. It's got 12 different songs. But yeah, we will be unboxing some that are very similar to this today though. Right over here. The Earth and the Sonore. But yeah, same clock, just different dial and different colored second hands. But yeah. And then up top, we've got the Highland, WSM Highland, Westminster Strike or Melody. There it is. I think it's on Westminster right now. We'll see. It is. Let's turn it up. It's not loud enough for my liking. I'll turn it around here. Here's the movement inside. If you know Howard Miller clocks, this movement probably looks familiar to you because it's pretty much the same exact ones that they use. But yeah, I love the dial on this one. It's similar to a couple other models that they have, but I just really like the sort of simple case. It's got just such a, I don't know, not minimalist, but it's just a basic wooden frame, and it just kind of lets all the details inside do the talking. But yeah. And of course you got the continuously rotating crystal pendulum. But yeah. And then here is the Randolph, which we will be opening up a few Randolphs, a few Snowflakes, and a few Highlands today. I've got the stacks of all the boxes over here. But these 3 aren't the only 3 we'll be opening. There's a couple other ones as well, quite a few. As you can see, these 2 cases right here are unopened cases of Rhythm's chronograph. So we will be opening those up. And then the Randolph, of course. I've got it on the music right now, but yeah. It's got the like mirrored details. And of course the mirrored big pendulum as well. I've still got the protective plastic on it at this point. You can see my Domo sticker in the mirror. But yeah. What's up, Bruno? How's it going? How's it going? Oh yeah, Braden says, I see you still doing TikTok 2025. It expires January 31st. I gotta plug it. There it is. But anyways, let's get into the unboxing, shall we? The real thing, what you all came here for, not me talking about the clocks, you want to see me actually open them up. So I'm gonna try my best here to sort of get a nice angle going. I can't talk. Um, what?
Be nice, be happy, don't be angry.
What do you mean?
I heard you say I'm gonna get a nice anger going.
Oh no. I got my old phone out, and I'm gonna get on the YouTube chat here so I can look down at my phone and read the chat, and I won't have to like keep going over. What in the heck? A bunch of like random apps that are trying to install on here. What is going on? I don't know if there's any way to just cancel all of these. These are apps that that's weird.
Do you want to use my phone?
No, it's alright. I just want to make sure that these don't download and somehow TikTok deletes itself off of here. Because, fun fact, I deleted TikTok off of my main phone because I was trying to go live yesterday, and nothing I was trying was working. I didn't realize that the live service was down. So I deleted the app thinking, oh, if I delete it and re-download it, it'll be fine. And then, of course, it's like, oh, wait, I can't re-download it. So, let's see here. All right. Here we are. All right, cool. We got the chat. Braden, you came here for me to talk about it. Well, lucky for you, I'll be doing a little bit of both here. Let's see. You like the King Boo plush? Thank you, thank you. I wanted it so bad. I got it for Christmas this year. The case on the small man clock reminds me of Missing Style. Not gonna lie, I don't know what you mean, but you're probably right. Yeah. Let's see. Good day from Southern California. What's up, David? How's it going? All right. Let's see. Clocks07 says it's hard to watch the stream when one of my clocks keeps stopping. Oh no. Hey, well, I'll be here for a couple hours probably. We got quite a few clocks to open up here. So without further ado, let us get into it. Let's see. I'm thinking we'll just start over here. I'm gonna kind of open them in a little bit of an odd order so that I'm not just, so it doesn't get super redundant and I'm opening the same things over and over again. Actually, hold on. I will come over here and open one of these up from inside here because I think probably towards the end of the stream it's just going to be these because I've got 8 of these to open, whereas I've got 3 snowflakes. I've opened at least one of every other clock, actually except for the Melody wall clocks. I've opened one of every other clock except for this one. I saved all of these for this stream, so we'll open one of these now. Alright, put my box cutter down before I cut myself. But yeah, I saved all 8 chronographs for this stream, so here we go. Box number 1. Is anybody gonna keep count? Oh, that reminds me. I already opened these, but there was only 2 of them, and I thought I'd open them so you could at least see them. So I'll add these to the pile. We've got 2 more boxes on the pile. Let's see. Let's go. All right, we're ready. So this is the chronograph. which is the new version of the Gadget rhythm clock. The black and gold and silver. This one is just black and silver, some grays in there, like dark grays, but there it is. And most of you probably know what this one does. But if you don't, I shouldn't have put the batteries all the way over there. You're about to see. Alright. Has a little reset phase that it goes through. But this one released in either 2020 or 2021, so it's a relatively new model. And there's also a white and gold chronograph. And there is another gadget that is currently produced by Rhythm, as far as I know, called the Widget. And it's brown and it has a white chapter ring and a lot of gold gears. Still some silver, but mostly gold. But yeah. 3 out of my 45 clocks are about to go off for 215. No, I'm sorry, 4 out of 45. There you go, that's cool. This one should go off. I think I have it on the quarterly, I'm not sure. Let's see, 1 out of my 4 clocks are about to go off. I don't know, we'll see if this one goes off. I can't remember if I have it on quarterly or not, so we'll find out any second now. It's getting there, it's getting close. I did just put... I was right. So, here we go. This is the chronograph. In all of its glory. Of course, it is on Christmas. Merry Christmas! Yeah, we're like 11 months away. We're close enough, right? Welcome back, Emma. Welcome. Now we got the regular melodies. I didn't actually mean to press the button. Basically, whenever I test these, I like to make sure that they actually go off on the hour. And unfortunately, this room that we're in currently doesn't have very good lighting. But we're going to make the best of it. Alright, let's see. Put it sort of over here in the light. There we go. Perfect. Like I said, these clocks are new, so I just sort of like to give them like a quick test to make sure that all the like basic functions work. I don't sit there and like play with them or hang them on the wall for hours. Like, generally speaking, unless like I find something that's a little bit peculiar about it, then I will give it a little bit of an extended test. But since they're new, they should have all been like tested in quality control. Like there's literally a sticker on the top of every single case box that says Rhythm Quality Control Passed or QC Passed. So in theory, all these clocks should work. They're pretty much supposed to be guaranteed to work, because a lot of dealers won't even check the clocks before they ship them out, which I can understand. I got this order like a week ago, and I'm still testing all the clocks because there were so many. And I'm not a large dealer on any scale. There are dealers that do quadruple the sales that I do and order quadruple the clocks that I do. They would probably have to hire someone to sit down and test each clock. They might even have to hire a team to do that, which I'm not saying that these places don't do it. They probably test them more or less before the clocks get shipped out, if anything. Uh, Although I do know there are some places that don't even do that. So, yeah, but I always test them like whenever I first get them and before I ship them out, just to make sure that they are working properly. And I don't always do this whenever I first open the clock up, but I like to put those batteries down in there so that they don't like fall out during shipping because it can hit the glass of the clock and break them or break it. And we've got the chronograph manual. Did I get one? Yes, the manual that's got basically like the diagram, specialized sort of thing here, shows you how to work it. And then on the back, you've got the song list, which the song lists are on the back side of the clocks, but not everybody wants to take their clock off the wall and check the songs on it. So, yeah. But there we go. Number 1 finished. Let's check out some comments here. What if Rhythm made a brain rot clock? Oh God. Let's see. Oh geez. I'm trying not to have the stream playing. I just want to read the chat. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Mantle clock be mewing or something. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. Brayden, I do still have the 259 up. Still got batteries for you and everything. Because I know that you requested that one and I totally forgot to put batteries back in it, so I'm just leaving them in there now. Typically, the ones I have on my site that are pre-owned, I leave batteries in just to be able to test them and make sure they're working. And even before I list them, I test them for at least a month minimum, just to make sure they're working. Now, I do gotta say, with a lot of these chiming clocks, this one here included, I won't be pulling the pendulums out. Basically, I just kind of look and make sure that the pendulums are in there and they're intact. Like it's in this little bag here, like sort of a styrofoam bag, but it's taped into the box. And in order to take it out, I have to cut it out and stuff like that. And I don't want to have to mess with it since it is a new clock. I'm just testing it for functionality, which I already did test this one and it works, but I thought that it would still be worth opening up. But this is the Steinway rhythm clock, also known as the WSM Element, I think, but it's technically not a WSM clock because WSM stands for Westminster and Strike or Melody, and this has Westminster, Ave Maria, and Bim Bam. So technically this is a triple chime clock, not a WSM clock. I don't know, they just called it that for some reason. I call it Steinway, and I've been calling it Steinway since like August, so it's gonna be Steinway to me. So feel free to call it whatever you want. Let's see here. Oh, ruh-roh. I already tested this one, but this is why we do these things. Let's see. Oh, I don't think that battery's in all the way. This has a bit of a weird movement on it for a rhythm clock. Let's see. I should have tested all these batteries here. Let's see. In these cases, whereas like if this doesn't work whenever I put these other batteries in, this is where I will test the clock over an extended period of time to make sure that it is working. Huh. I wonder if it has to have the other two batteries in here. Let's see. My phone just randomly started playing beside me here. Let's see. It's got sort of a weird. Oh wait. Got like a weird battery compartment. Let me see. Oh. It was turned down. You can turn it down all the way. I'm such an idiot. Okay, listen. Hear me out. It has a different movement in it than they normally have. Oh my gosh, look. On the back here, it's turned down all the way. Oh my gosh. And I had to have been the one that did that too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it really is a weird sort of movement. I love the design of it though. It's a very like sort of modern design. It's just there's not a whole lot to it. The pendulum is completely. It's like this one back here, but there's only one rod. It doesn't have what do you call that? You know it doesn't have as many details as this one, like the decorative. What is it? On the grandfather clocks, it's like the ones that have like this sort of like swirls, like lyre or something like that. I can't think of the other word though. Oh god. Anyways, somebody in the chat knows it for sure. Let's see. Gosh, it gave me a heart attack there. Let's see. I'm so happy I have school off right now. It's my senior year. Congrats! You almost made it. Almost there. Braden, you'll have to let me know if you send me an email as well. I'll be able to give you a coupon code as well because you are a member of the channel. And anyone who has purchased any items from me before will receive extra entries to the contest to win the Rhythm Antique Clock. More details to come. Oh my gosh, that was that was scary. I do really like the chimes on this though. They sound pretty similar to the standard rhythm chimes. Then of course you got the bim bam. But yeah, I don't think it'll actually go 10 times because this is one of those where you have to set the time to a certain time before you put batteries in. But there it is, Steinway, one of two, at least. Wow, that scared the crap out of me. I was like, what is going on? I literally just tested this one too. What was it? What day was that? Was that Friday? I think it was Friday. Oh my god. And got this little styrofoam that goes up there to hold the pendulum in place, the movement, and there it is. Steinway or WSM elements. Another one that I really like is what they call the WSM Honey Burl. I called it Eaton. EATON, something. I had a name for it because I really liked that one, and I almost considered getting it alongside the Steinway, but I ended up not. I ended up just getting more of the Steinway. But it's sort of similar to this, but it has more of a 70s vibe than like a modern vibe, which I thought was pretty neat. Can I put this one? I'll put it over here, I guess, for now. But it's got like really like warm colors, and it had like the name Honey Burl. It has like a burled wood look to it in the back as well. I forgot to put the manuals back in here. But right, on to the next one, and I think we'll do another. Yeah, we'll do a Highland. Why not? A Highland. Anyone? The one that's right here. I'm getting some coffee. How long did I last before getting some coffee? Does anyone have the time? Wait. Half an hour. Just about a half an hour I lasted. Let's see. Braden, you can find the email on my website. Oh, half hour. There's a contact page on my website, and if you send it to me, I'll make a specific coupon code that you can only use with your email. But let's see. I love the term Bim Bam. It's just so silly and goofy. I agree, because I feel like there could have been better names for it. I don't know. Is Bim Bam short for something? Is it Bimothy Bamathy? I don't know. Let's see. Bro's clock is on life support. It is. Are you talking about Clock 07? Which clock is it that you're having trouble with? Let's see. I also wish I had a grandfather clock. But anyway, let's go. Clock number 3. The Highland. You already know what it looks like. Snuggled in this beautiful little box here, in between some protective foams. If anyone is wondering what coffee I'm drinking, it is the International Delight iced coffee, the vanilla flavor. I would also recommend the mocha and the sort of hard to find cinnamon churro. They're both very good. But here is my friend, the Highland. Hi, Highland. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm good, Chevy. How are you?
I saw your lips move.
What?
I saw your lips move.
I might be losing my mind a little bit, slowly, day by day. I don't know. But anyway, here is the Highland. Which this one's going to be sort of difficult to bring over to the camera because it has this pendulum movement, and in order for the rotary pendulum movement to work, it has to be like sitting down, like on a level area, like the one up here is. Look, it's the brothers. They're brothers. I'm gonna turn it down. This is something I'm gonna need to remember to do on all of these WSM clocks because they always have the volume blaring. Unlike the last one where I had the volume turned down all the way. Kind of working. Awesome, awesome. Also, call me crazy, but the wood smells so good. I didn't even have to sniff it, I could smell it straight up. Whoops. And yeah, so now I'm gonna make sure that it goes off on the hour. And this one doesn't have a light sensor, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Does it switch melody selections as well? Yes, it does. So this one is working. I just hit the reset button to turn it off because I'm gonna take the batteries out and adjust the time back. All of Rhythm's Westminster chime clocks, at least their modern ones, you have to set the time to about 5:45 to 5:50, somewhere around that range, for the quarterly Westminster to work. And why is it that time that you have to set it to, you may ask? Well, it is in order to have the night shut off and the hour count correct on this clock. You have to set it to that time because whenever you put in the batteries, the internal time on the clock is automatically set to 5, like before 5 a.m. or sorry, before 6 a.m. So whenever you first like have the clock go off, it'll chime at 6 a.m. No matter what time the actual physical clock shows, the internal computer thinks that it is chiming 6 a.m. basically. And once again, I'm doing a bad job at explaining this, I know. But why does it chime 6? Well, that is because if you look back here on the back, it's got the night shut off, and the night shut off lasts from 11 p.m. to 5:45 a.m. Or you can have it go all 24 hours as well. But yeah, whoa, hey, thanks Out of the Woods for the 1999. Holy crap! Thanks so much. Shout out to the Elliots, my friends in Tennessee, Out of the Woods. I hope to see you guys soon. I'm sort of working with Champ trying to figure out when I'm going down there next. It'll be before the chiming event. I don't know how soon before it'll be, but I will at least be there before and during the event. So I hope you guys can make it down there. And anyone who doesn't know, my friends at Champ's Clock Shop in Douglasville, Georgia, about 20 minutes from Atlanta, they have a chiming event every year. So if you like the chimes that I do here on the channel, or on my TikTok, where I have all the clocks go off in my room, or not all of them, but like 80, all the ones that have batteries in them at least. Champs has all of them going at their shop, and they have like probably triple the clocks that I do. They've got over 1,000 clocks in their shop, and they've got grandfather clocks, cuckoo clocks, just, I mean, mechanical. Like, I don't really have any mechanical. And rhythm clocks, just typical quartz chiming clocks. I mean, they've got every kind of clock you could ever imagine. They've got the Kit Kat clocks, which they don't chime, but. And of course, they've got the world's largest cuckoo clock and the world's largest Kit Kat clock. The world's largest Kit Kat clock is bigger than me, I'm pretty sure. So, if that says anything. But yes, I will be there. So come say hi, and I believe that my friends at Out of the Woods will also be there. But yeah, W Out of the Woods, true, true. Um, let's see. Oh my God, it's a clone. My cat is sound asleep. Uh, just chilling. Let's see. Can I bring my RE567G to Champs for the chiming event if I go? I would say probably no because I mean they what we do basically before the chiming event is we sort of like stock the room full of clocks to have as many out on the floor and have as many chiming as we possibly can. So there probably wouldn't be wall space, I'd imagine. The only reason why I bring things from my collection down is it's sort of like a mom. What would you call that? I guess it's not like an agreement. It's sort of like a collaboration because it's like I'm there helping them.
Yeah, and he had
Whatnot.
asked for a couple of those.
That,
for
yeah,
you.
that is true.
It was you were by request.
Yeah, I guess by request, yeah, because I flew down to Georgia last year. My parents drove down like a week. What was it, like 2 weeks after?
2 weeks after.
Yeah, 2 weeks after, and I had to call my mom and FaceTime her because Jeff wanted me to bring the Totoro clock down, and I had to like FaceTime my mom and show her how to pack it up. That was before she was uh, head of the
shipping department
head of the shipping department. Whenever I'm
for TM
not home.
clocks, yeah. He's a very demanding boss. He's very particular, but he has what 100% satisfaction rating on clocks
So far.
being shipped.
So far. Eric, I'm glad you could make it. Eric, you're the one from Branson, right? I had someone in my TikTok live stream. What was it? 2 or 3 days ago. That said that they bought a clock from Branson, Missouri, because of my TikTok, and they were talking to whoever was working in the store, and I think it might have been you. I don't know. So that was pretty neat. But I gave you a little shout out on the live stream. I said that was probably my buddy Eric. So that's pretty neat. Small world, right? No pun intended there, but who am I kidding? Pun intended. But yeah, it is like Christmas morning all over again. It's kind of like, it's a little bit upsetting because like this is the last Christmas, I guess. Since this is the final rhythm order that I have. But yeah, I'm just sort of taking everything out of its packaging and just giving it a quick little test to make sure that it's working. Where am I going to put these? I'll put them right here. Oh, perfect. That's like the perfect spot. Sweet. All right, let's see. No problem, no problem. And yeah, hopefully Rhythm will reconsider or something will change. I am a little bit worried about their overall future, I think, because they have some clocks that they just recently put out in Japan. Just standard wall clocks. They're nothing special. They don't play music or do anything. And the movements in those clocks aren't even rhythm movements. And rhythm has been known since their inception in the 50s to have been proudly putting their own movements in the clocks. They've been proudly known to make every single part of their clock. It's all 100% them, and that's been their pride and joy for, I mean, since the 1950s. And so it's sort of, I was actually interested in buying one of these clocks, these new Japanese ones, because they're very sort of simplistic, and I like the simplistic vibe, and It has a little sensor on it that shuts or whenever the lights are out in the room, it turns on a little night light on the dial. And I thought that was cool. I was like, oh yeah, I'd like to hang that up back in my little studio slash office area. Um, and I was looking because it was pretty cheap too. I was like, okay, I think I might buy this. And I scrolled down and looked at the reviews, and I realized that that clock doesn't even have a rhythm movement in it, which is the weirdest thing because that's something that they have, at least to my knowledge, never done in their however many years of being in business. And they've always been so proud of their heritage and so proud of all of their products that they put out. So it just sort of took me by surprise that they would do something like that. And that right there is something that really scares me for the future of rhythm, because rhythm clocks aren't going to survive, at least in my opinion. They're not going to survive if they start putting Youngtown movements in them. You know? Like every single one of these clocks here and every single rhythm clock that I think I own has rhythm movements, rhythm parts. Everything about it, at least to my knowledge, is rhythm. Unless we're talking about things like the glass, because the glass is a little bit different where they have engravings on them and stuff, and they might get them done through like a third party, but the overall clock aspect of it is all rhythm, at least to my knowledge. So I could be wrong on that, don't quote me on that, but I know at least the clock movements are always rhythm. So that was something that really caught me off guard, and that's something that I want to talk about in the future. I did a new episode of my podcast last night, the first solo episode that I've done. So I talked a little bit, well, I mostly the whole time talked about rhythm's closure. And I'm going to try and put that out here in the next few weeks, hopefully before the end of the month. We got another chronograph, of course. We're going to turn it off at Christmas this time. But let's see. Yes, and like Selina said, those clocks, they have generic Youngtown movements, and they don't even have a brand on the face. It's like, I don't know, I can't remember if I'm the one that said this or if it was Salinas or someone else in the Discord server. Feel free to join the Discord if you're interested. But someone was like, it was almost like they were embarrassed to put their name on it, which is really weird, you know, because that's something that they've never done, you know. But yeah, this phone is charging, right? Okay, we're good. I just wanted to make sure it was charging. But anyway, back to the unboxing, the chronograph. And if you guys, sort of on the topic of podcasts, if you have any suggestions or like recommendations, I guess, or people that you would like me to interview on the podcast, let me know. Or if there's any topics you'd like me to cover, different clock models and that type of stuff, let me know. Oops, I got the low battery warning. I've got a charger right down here for the phone, but I never plugged it in. Oh my gosh. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, imagine if the phone dies. Hopefully not. Let me make sure it's charging real quick. It's not charging. Okay, good thing I checked that. I'll just use this one over here. We should be good. The portable charger. There we go. Okay, cool. Do a Seiko Wave Symphony episode for your podcast. I definitely want to do like an all Seiko episode because I feel like, you know, obviously rhythm is my thing kind of, but I'm really getting into Seiko clocks a lot as of recently. You kind of have to if you're a musical clock guy. But over the past probably 2 or 3 years, I've been getting back into Seiko pretty heavy. So yeah. There was a hair. There it is. The chronograph. People kind of have mixed opinions on this model. Well, this series in general, like the gadget series, I call them. Gadget, gear series, same thing. Um, but I really like them. I think that they're probably my favorite. I say probably, because they're so different, and it's not that there's like a ton of movement going on. There's just like 3 big gears, a few little ones in the corners, and the chapter ring. But it's also got the temperature and the humidity on it, which is pretty neat because it's like not a lot of clocks in general have that, and the ones that typically do are just your sort of cheapy quartz wall clocks that we were just talking about with Youngtown Movements. So there we go. We came full circle. But yeah, I feel like I'm almost gonna need to like unbox one clock and then do a chronograph in between because I've just got so many chronographs to open. See, I love this clock. I know, I love it too. I really do. I got a plug. It is on sale right now. It might even go on another sale after that. I don't know. Because I've got a lot of them. But I love the silver. I mean, like all my jewelry and stuff I got on all silver. But yeah, I think the gold version would be a good outdoor clock because of the temperature and humidity. Yeah, if only they could be hung outdoors. That's the only problem. The rhythm clocks are not made to be hung outside. Some people I've seen do, and if it's on like a porch or something where it's like, what do they call those? Like the porches where it's like enclosed, sort of. I can't think of what they call those. Drawing a blank. Somebody knows what I mean. Somebody out there knows what I mean. It's hard to try and concentrate on like what I'm doing with this. Oops. Like what I'm doing with this, and also talk at the same time because obviously I need to sort of focus whenever I'm testing all these to make sure that they do indeed work properly. I'm gonna check this box also, and I do need to get a manual for that one that I just did too. There we go. I had a feeling, but I didn't put that one back in there correctly. And the manual for this one. Anybody have any suggestions for what we should open next? I guess you don't really know. Your options are chiming wooden clock, musical wall clock, or another chronograph. Those are your options. Choose wisely. Let's see here, what is going on? Oh, duh. Okay. Alright. There is chronograph 2. What is that? The 4th clock, I think? Let's see. Musical wall clock. You should open a clock next. Thank you, dogs are awesome. I think I might do that. Oh, I was trying to pin your comment. Oh my god, another clone. The clones are taking over. It's Star Wars right now. It's the Clone Wars. Let's see. Hold up. You should do a clock next. There we go. Alright, musical clock. How about one of these musical wall clocks? Now these I typically open up every single like new clock that I have before shipping it out and whatnot. But these I'm not sure if I will, because they are sealed. If you look here at this beautiful decorative box that we've got, check that out. Wow, it's got text and fancy pictures on the background. And all this on the back. Oh my gosh, look, it's got 12 melodies and an auto night shut off and a demonstration button and a volume control and batteries included. Oh my gosh. But as you can see here, they are sealed. So it's like I don't want to unseal them, because then at that point it's kind of like, okay, yeah, they're not new really anymore. I mean, I don't know. It's all these aren't sealed, so it's easy to just take them out and put batteries in them and test them. But these are actually like physically taped shut, you know. So as soon as I get this box cutter here and tape this across, it's open. So I am gonna do it because I have to take pictures of this one anyways. And same with the earth over there. So it is getting opened, and you will also see when we get inside here, it's wrapped in plastic. And this plastic is going to be pretty impossible to like put back on there correctly. So it's definitely going to look like it's been opened up before. This one for sure. So I'm probably going to end up just keeping these two. As you can see, it's got this. They're all taped on the corners here and whatnot. So, yeah, is that a hair in there? Oh no. I thought there was a hair in there for a second. I was like, what? But yeah, there's the box. And let's open it up here. Bam. Bam. Although, everything that I said, that all being said, if I put batteries in one of these and they don't work, then I'm gonna go down there and open every single one up. But yeah, it looks pretty good, and honestly, like for what they are, for as like affordable, cheap as these clocks are, they're pretty solid. I mean, like good quality pieces. It's got this thin little plastic frame. It reminds me of the frame on the Fantasy Dancing Hands, sort of. If anyone knows what that is. And, you know, it's a little thick. It's got to house that little teeny tiny speaker that they put in there. But there it is. There it is. I also like the simplicity. But yeah. So let's put some batteries in it, of course. Right away, you are going to be able to tell a difference in this clock versus the other ones that we've got over here, because this one does not have a, like, I don't know, like the speaker that they put in these just really aren't that great in comparison to a lot of other rhythm clocks. Arlie, and then of course you got the little night sensor and demonstration button down there, but they're all about to go off. All the ones down here, at least. The lights are off upstairs, but yeah, it's a solid little clock, I think, uh, for what it is, and it's got sort of like a weird like gradient background, sort of like it's supposed to look a little bit uh, vintaged or whatever, antiqued. Um, although this is not the antique. That's the antique. That's the model name, antique. I don't know. They could have done way better on these names. No offense for them, but y'all kind of you dropped the ball on a lot of these names for these models. uh, see, those are hard to get back in the box. Wish me luck. We're gonna see. The antique is going off now. You know, honestly, there's no point in me putting it back in the box because I am going to take pictures and video of it. So I'm just going to put everything like it was back in the box. Like I said, I might just end up keeping this one. But yeah. Oh god. I think I already put them back in right. That's fine. Gosh. And then this. There we go. Let's see. Let's put it off here. Thank you, Clock07. My favorite clock that you have is going off. Maybe it's the, I don't know which one it is. It's not one of these, probably. It's probably the Japanese one I've got hanging up over there, maybe. But yeah, okay. So this, the antique. You know what? I might as well just put batteries back in it. I've got enough here, I think. I might need to go steal one more double wave. And we'll set it. There we go. It's sort of out of the frame though. Oh gosh. I'll move the earth one. There we go. I'll put the earth up on top of there for now. We'll open that one in a little bit. Let's see. I wish Rhythm would have done more limited edition clocks. I know, right? Like their JCPenney limited editions they did, the Crystal Dulcet ones. I don't know if the Tiffany Legacy ones were or not. Because like I think they were supposed to be, but then they made some. I don't really know. I mean, the Chicken was a limited edition. And now the Time Dancer is a limited edition. How many clocks are in your living room right now? Okay, we got one. There's another one back there. There's a couple back there actually. There's one. We'll say like 3 or 4 back there. So we'll just say 3. So 4 back there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. And plus all the boxes here. I don't know how many are in the boxes. That's just out of the box. My favorite clock of yours is probably the wood grain blossom. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like the encore a lot too. But yeah. Clocks07 says I have 40 clocks in my bedroom, and Eric says we need more time. I should have worn my shirt that the champions got me for Christmas. It says oh god, I can't even think of what it says right now. I'm not gonna spoil the surprise because I will wear it. I'm planning on wearing it to the chiming event at Champs, either the day of or the day before. I'll have that shirt on, so you'll see it at some point. I don't want to spoil the surprise though, because it's a good one. Let's see. You know what? Let's do one of these. This is a different one, and I don't have one of these out right now. It is a limited overseas model, or was a limited overseas model. Not available in the United States, and I call it the WSM Illyria. There was a mantle version of it that was available in the USA for a short time, and it was called the WSM Amherst. But here is the Illyria. Let me get a nice little close-up here. It's got a decorative pendulum as well, but like I said, it's taped in the box, so I don't want to take it out. But it's really cool. It's got these really nice side columns with these little details down at the bottom. And of course, the thing that kind of makes this special are the floral details. Let's come up here around the dial so you can see those as well. But you know, it's just like the shape of like your standard sort of traditional-ish looking wall clocks, just with a little bit of flair. All the cool floral details around there. But yeah, and of course it does have Rhythm's signature WSM movement. But since this one is from overseas, it says SIP, which is sound in place. It's the same exact thing, just that's what they call it overseas. So let's get this back compartment out of here. And basically, the ones that have pendulums, I'm just gonna unhook the pendulum thing here. Make sure that it swings when I put batteries in it. Because as long as it swings, then it should still swing when there's an actual pendulum on there, and it is swinging. So let's hear it. It's Christmas again. And we're gonna see if it goes off on the hour, and it does. There we go. So now you may be wondering, why is he turning it clockwise when he could just turn it backwards? Because if you turn it backwards, it can mess up the trigger alignment, and it can even damage the movement. So just trying to be as careful as I can with them. There it is. I would get the pendulum out, but I don't want to have to like retape it back in the box and all that. There Randolph that has a loose pendulum in the box. It's still taped in, but then again, I guess I've got one back here that has the pendulum in it. But anyway, then I rehook the little pendulum swinger bobber. Let's see. Beautiful. Thank you. I also agree. It's a really small clock. If you compare it to like the Snowflake's dial is bigger than this one. It's like way smaller than I expected it to be, but it's so pretty. I sort of prefer this size. I love Randolph. Randolph is probably one of my favorite chiming clocks just because I like the sort of simple design on it. But I like this size more. I wish the Randolph was like closer to this size. It's such a nice size. But yeah, it is really pretty. That's the same with certain mechanical clocks. Yeah, I've talked to Jeff about that. But yeah. So, alright. And it's got this little protective foam here on the top. That I'm going to make sure. Whoa, I just lost it. Going to make sure that it stays up there. Because that sort of holds the back cover or door, whatever you want to call it, on the clock in shipping, just to make sure that it doesn't move around or slide out. Because the doors are made to be able to slide out relatively easily for easy access. But yeah, so there is the Illyria. Get it back in the bag here. And you know what? Why not? Let's do the second Steinway while we're at it. After I get this one boxed back up. There we go. Actually, you know what? Before we do the second Steinway, we'll do another chronograph. It's fine. You guys like the chronograph, right? Let's see here. It is WSM Illyria, the manual. And for this one, I've got a pile of them over here already, so we're gonna add it right onto the pile. Yeah, there we go. Okay, chronograph time. And we are almost done with the first case of chronographs. We got this one and one more. And then the chronographs, we will be on to case number 2, which I think actually what I'll do is I'll just save that entire case for last. And we'll just keep doing it because I don't want it to get too repetitive where I'm doing the same clock over and over again, which I guess if I saved it for the end that would do exactly that, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear. Chronograph! Look at the chronograph. It's black and it's silver and it's gray. And look at that. Looks very nice, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna get some batteries right here and put the batteries inside. It's probably gonna do a little reset thing that it does when you first put the batteries in it. Oh, yeah, it's doing the little flashy lights thing where the lights flash. And then after that's done, we're gonna test her out and see if it works, man. You know that's all you can do. so many duplicates? Oh wait, let me guess. They're for the store. Yes, exactly. The chronograph is one of the best sellers. If you couldn't tell, that's why there's so many of it. Uh, yes. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I do have one to open up for the next TikTok live. I do as well. Tell your mom to turn off the vacuum. I think it's the hair dryer. She'll be done in a second. Sorry. I don't know why she's got the door open. For you rhythm clock fans in the chat, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the gadget or the chronograph? The gadget has white numbers and black dials there and more gold details, whereas the chronograph is silver and it's got the white dials there and yeah, it's silver. Oh, the chronograph also has this mirrored thing. Hi. Whereas the gadget does not. Hello, Highland. All right, here we go. Another song. This is the song that played right after you stubbed your toe. Like it went to slow mo, and you were just standing there like. No, it's probably like the. uh. That's what I was literally just gonna say. Dogs are awesome. Someone literally just someone literally just stubbed their toe yesterday in the stream. And fun fact, I didn't say this, but earlier before the stream today, I stubbed my toe. So that's 3 of us. What's up with that? Oh my gosh. Do you think Citizen will try this market for clocks? Citizen already has. They don't have musical clocks. If you're talking about rhythm-made Citizen clocks, though, really that's sort of faded away a little bit. There still are a handful of clocks that are available in Japan that are made by Rhythm, but not a lot. All of the musical clocks, like for example your Musical Motion and Magic Motion, and even your chiming clocks, which there aren't a lot of. All of those, I think in 2014 or 2015, maybe it was before that, maybe it was 2013 or 20, I'm going to say between 2013 and 2015, all of those models switched to the Rhythm brand. And they went from, for example, one model number I can think of off the top of my head is 4MN495-006. That is the Citizen model number. Then, when it switched to Rhythm, it was 4MN495RH06. RH for Rhythm or whatever, I guess. But yeah, the Clock Collector Toe Stub Massacre. But yeah. Citizen, they do have a lot of clocks here in the States currently. They're not made by Rhythm though, they're made by some Chinese company, I believe. Will they try musical clocks? I kind of doubt it. I don't know though, because if Bulova is doing it, and Bulova and Citizen clocks are owned and run by the same company. If Bulliva's doing it, Citizen might try it, but if Bulliva's already doing it and their parent company's like, yeah, they're already doing that, Citizen probably wouldn't. But I don't know, for me, it would make more sense for Citizen to have the musical clocks because they did in Japan, but at the same time, the only people that really know about that are us, and that's a small population of people. So, yeah, probably not. I would say, I don't know. But Citizen clocks do exist here in the States. I don't know if they're good quality or not. I've sort of heard mixed things. I've heard no, they're horrible. You don't want to buy them, and I've heard, yeah, they're pretty good. I went to Disney World, in November, and while I was there, I discovered that Citizen is the official timekeeper of Disney. 90% of the clocks that you see on Disney's various properties in Florida are Citizen branded. And they even sell clocks, Citizen clocks there that are Disney, which is kind of funny thinking about another certain company that used to sell clocks at Disney, Seiko. If you know the musical alarm clocks that you see on eBay all the time that are Disney themed, that's where a lot of those came from. At least to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting little thing. Seiko dropped the ball, and Citizen was like, "All right, we're gonna take this and run with it now." But listen, man, as many people as there are that love Disney stuff, why is there not a musical clock that is Disney themed and plays Disney music available in the USA? It was available in the 90s, and not now. I mean, if you're asking me, I really think that Rhythm dropped the ball by not purchasing the rights to release their Mickey and Friends M509 here in the US. Even if it was in limited quantities, even if it was a limited one-time run thing, that makes it worth more, I think, to collectors. Now, some of you are probably saying, well, Rhythm had clocks in Epcot, so that doesn't make sense. You know, they had clocks in Epcot, they're already involved with Disney, like, why couldn't they have, like, gotten a deal with them and brought back some of the Disney songs? Well, you're right, they were at Disney, they were at Epcot, but that was a third-party owned store. It wasn't a Disney store. I can't think of what it's called. It starts with an M. I can't think of what the store is called, but it's like a really big sort of department store-ish chain in Japan, and they sold a bunch of Japanese type products here in the States at the store at Disney. And that's it is not owned by Disney though, so that's why the Rhythm clocks were there. And also, if you go in that store, they've got a bunch of like Nintendo stuff, Hello Kitty, like anime stuff. So, and a lot of that stuff's not Disney, but it's at Disney, you know. And typically they wouldn't allow that kind of thing, but because it's a third-party store, I made sure it was turned up this time, by the way. Let's see. If there's Hello Kitty, where's Goodbye Kitty? That's a good one, actually. Another weird looking clock, and it's another clone. This is another clone. This is the Steinway. This is the same one we opened earlier, and I did make sure that it was turned up this time. But there it is. And I already tested the two Steinways. I can't think of what day it was, but I did test them previously to make sure that they were in fact working. I just thought that they were worth getting out and sort of showing. I really like, I mean, it's such a simple clock. It's got this nice little wood panel here. And of course, it does have a really nice silver pendulum that I'm not going to get out at this time just because I don't want to have to risk ripping the packing materials or anything like that. But there it is. It's pretty nice. Um, I think it's nice. Like honestly, I would almost honestly consider keeping one for myself because I really like the modern sort of designs. Obviously, I do prefer the Randolph more. This one right here. They're very similar, sort of in like style. This one's just a little bit more on the traditional side. I'd say this is more of like a traditional clock that's inspired. They're more like a modern clock that's very heavily inspired by traditional clocks. But yeah, there it is. It's time for a drink of coffee. I'm taking one like every half hour, basically. Um, are rhythm clocks from Japan sold in Disney World? They are not. The rhythm clocks that are at Disney World Epcot were American models. As far as I know, they always had American models there, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Fun fact for those of you that know Courtney's Candles. Courtney's Candles actually started carrying rhythm clocks because the two owners, husband and wife, Frank and Wilma Bellis, they went to Disney and went to Epcot and saw rhythm clocks at that store in Epcot. And that's how they originally started carrying rhythm clocks. And they went on to be what a lot of us in the community say is one of the most legendary, if not the most legendary, rhythm clock dealer and web dealer, basically. Because for, I mean, a lot of you are sort of new to this, I guess. Like, because I'm a lot older than a lot of you that are into the clocks. But I mean, I was like 4 years old and sitting on my grandma's lap on the computer, and we would go to Courtney's Candles, and there was also Black Forest Gifts, and we would go to those two websites a lot and watch the videos that they had of the clocks. And I always remember Courtney's Candles for being the first place to put new rhythm clocks up. Like, whenever there was a new rhythm clock that was out, it was always Courtney's Candles that had it up first. They were the first ones to have picture, video, like all the songs and everything. Now, Courtney's Candles wasn't always right on like some of the information, like the songs and stuff. A lot of the stuff was just copied and pasted from other descriptions that they had on their website for other clocks. So the information isn't always right, but they were always first to put the models out there. You would know the model number, the name, and what it looked like, like as soon as possible. And props to Courtney's for that, because that's what fueled a lot of my interest. You know, I would get on their website like multiple times a week, if not like every day of the week, and check. Even if there were new rhythm clocks that were just released like the week before, I'd still be going and checking because they were always first. I wish that, like, I mean, I was so young back then, but I wish that I made the videos, like the video announcements like I do now. I didn't start that till about 2010 or 11, and those videos don't even exist anymore. But yeah. Courtney's Candles is still in business, but they don't sell rhythm clocks anymore. Mom, do you have those?
The Courtney's Candles?
Yeah.
I have one right there that I've been burning. Would you like to see the other one too?
It's okay, I can grab that one. They are still in business, and I did buy everyone in my family pretty much, all the ladies in my family.
And they smell wonderful.
Courtney's Candles, and they make these. These are their candles that they make. There is, this is the almond cream and the amaretto. Those were my mom's scents that she likes, so those were the ones I chose. But they're really, really good. I wish you could smell them through the camera. This one's been burning a lot. I didn't even realize it was the Courtney's Candle, but I really like this one. So shout out to Courtney's Candles. And I will say I ordered like 9 different, or no, it was 10 different candles, and they sent me 9 out of the 10 and forgot to send me one. And I called them, and they literally had it sent out that day, and it came within, like, from the moment that I called them, that candle came in less, like, it was probably 2 days or less. It might have even been like a day, because they made sure to get it out for me, and they had no idea who I was, but even though I had interviewed them like 6 months before that. But yeah, I would highly recommend Courtney's Candles if you're a candle burner. But yeah, would you recommend Courtney's Candles?
I would. They smell wonderful.
There you
They're
go.
very true to the scent that it says.
Let's see. I feel like I missed some of these. My dad has a Donald Trump clock that says "We will make America great again" twice every hour. I've seen those plastered all over Facebook Marketplace. It's like a plague. I can't escape it. Let's see. Let's see. Can you recreate your first few new clock announcements? Could be a member's first thing. I don't know if I could like recreate them because I don't accurately remember. I also, before I ever did the videos, I did like Microsoft Word documents, and I would design whatever. I mean, I was like a kid then, so they looked horrible, but that's kind of how I got into graphic design stuff, was making new clock announcements in Microsoft Word. But yeah, if I could find any of those documents, I'll post them somewhere. I probably got them somewhere. I don't know. They could have gotten lost over time though too. My girlfriend says I have too many clocks. Yes, so does mine. But she doesn't have a job, so if I'm gonna be paying for everything, she's gonna have to deal with it. If I'm the man of the house, she's gonna have to deal with it. Nah, she at first, you know, and like still even to this day, she's kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't really get it, and like honestly, I don't really get it either. It's just kind of like I like them. I think they're cool. You know, that's really all there is to it. I don't think there's anything deeper about it than that. It's just, yeah, I like clocks. I don't know. But yeah, there are still times where she's kind of like doesn't get it, you know. But whatever. You know, she has interests that I don't really understand either. But like we try to, and that's a part of a relationship. You're not going to be dating. I would hate to date someone that was exactly like me. You know what I mean? Like, I probably, I don't know. That would be horrible. But yeah. Let's see. Will you be going live on TikTok today? Fingers crossed. I hope so. That's the plan. Hopefully, if I can open all these up, which we're going pretty slow here, but Chevy Ash lost media. Yes, there's a lot of Chevy Ash lost media. Uh, let's see. My girlfriend doesn't JK. I'm single AF. My girlfriend wants me to get more clocks. That's good. That's good. But yeah, okay. Randolph. Here it is. I'll press the button while I open it. It's huge, by the way. Okay, well, that pendulum is secured in the box way better than the last one was, so I think we're good there. I got my tape gun back there though, just in case the next one isn't secure, because I will be sure to tape those in there. But here it is. It's another clone. And I love this one dearly. I love the huge pendulum on it, and I love the way it sounds, of course, because Rhythm's Westminster chime is superior. And no matter who you are, why did I grab 2 D batteries? No matter who you are, like if you're a mechanical clock guy, I think most people can agree that Rhythm's chimes sound the best. Although I will say I don't mind Seiko's either. I like their dual chime movement. I don't think it's triple chime, it's dual chime. Rhythm has triple chime and Seiko has the dual chime because they've got Westminster and Whittington. Yes. Yes. Alright. It's not Christmas. Pendulum's working. Thumbs up. Now does it chime on the hour? Yes, it does. Alright. I will respond to the comments in a second. Clocks07 said that their mom won't let them have anything other than YouTube, and I hit the reset button. Yes, she only lets you have YouTube. She doesn't want you on other social media. That is perfectly valid. That is perfectly valid. If I were a parent, I don't know if I would let my kids on social media, at least until they're like teenagers, I feel like. And you know, I would look like a horrible father for that, probably, but unfortunately nowadays there's just a lot of like crap out there on social media that you can't really control, you know. So I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to think about being a dad, but yeah, the world is kind of a scary place, especially nowadays. And I mean, I grew up like being on the internet a lot and being on social media and stuff a lot, and it definitely did shape and impact the person that I am today in some good ways and also some bad ways. Like I would not be the person that I am today if social media didn't exist. I don't know if I would be doing this live stream right now if I was not a child of social media. So like, there's some good things to it, but there's also some bad things. Um, it's just kind of like a, I don't know. There's people saying like, oh yeah, TikTok needs to be banned. It's horrible, and all this stuff. And I mean, you can say I'm biased because I am a TikTok creator, but I I think as bad as TikTok is, I still think that there's worse out there. There's definitely worse social medias out there. I've never been on this website myself, but there is a website that exists that's called 4chan, and there have been some pretty horrible people that have done some pretty horrible things that have been on 4chan. And for some reason, 4chan is still not banned. That's kind of my thing. And of course, Instagram as well. I've seen some very not so satisfactory things on Instagram as well. So it's kind of like it's really at the end of the day, it's more about the government having control, is my opinion on the matter. Uh, I don't really want to like go too into it politically, I guess, because at the end of the day, I really don't like any social media myself. So whatever happens, happens to me, I guess. If TikTok dies, I had a lot of fun while it existed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want it to go away though, because I think it sort of violates free speech a little bit. I understand why they want to kind of get rid of it, because China. But I don't know. There's a lot of different arguments being thrown around, and my brain is like, I can't really decide fully how I feel on it. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but still, And at the same time, listen, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. We're all idiots. Why should we get mad at each other because we have different political opinions? Like, that's the thing about this channel. I don't like to talk about this kind of stuff because it's about clocks at the end of the day. I don't want to talk about anything else other than clocks because I don't want there to be. Yeah, and my mom, of course, she doesn't agree with a lot of what I'm saying.
You don't want to talk about anything else, but you are.
I'm trying to clarify that I'm not going to think of anybody differently if they disagree with me. That's basically what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. But anyway, like Selina said, social media is filled with crappy rage bait these days, and they try to get you to stay on longer, because like, if you get mad at something, you're going to keep scrolling, or you're going to keep typing, interacting with stuff. And predators on Discord is really scary as well. I have 2 other moderators in my Discord server, and if anything ever happens with anybody in that server that makes you uncomfortable, you come straight to me or straight to one of them, because like, I have a no tolerance policy for that kind of stuff. I will kick somebody no matter who it is, like, if they're making me uncomfortable. But anyway, yeah, don't get me started on AI either. That's gonna be that's something that's completely different. But anyway, am I part of Clock TV's Discord? I am. I'm not very active in it. I did join because him and I were gonna play Mario Kart a few months ago, and it just never happened. Because he did like a video at some point, and he had a Wii wheel or something on the desk, and I was like, oh man, don't tell me you play Mario Kart. And he responded to my comment, was like, yeah dude, that's one of my favorite games. I'm like, no way dude, what are the odds that we both love clocks and Mario Kart, especially the Wii version? Like, it's like, that is the craziest turn of events. And I've been really busy, and I haven't really like talked with him much about it since either. But we had planned on playing at one point a year ago. So I don't know. Maybe someday. I was just playing last night though. Hey Caleb. Let's see. Mario Kart does go pretty hard. No matter the game, my favorites, well, I guess we'll put it this way: the ones that I've played pretty religiously are the DS, the Wii. The Wii is my favorite. The 3DS, the Wii U, and the Switch. I had both the Wii U and the Switch, which they're pretty much the same game, just minor differences. And I had Super Circuit that I played on my DS, which was the Game Boy one. But yeah, one that I haven't played a lot of, and I wish I did back in the day, I just don't have the time now, is Double Dash. Because Double Dash gets hyped up a lot, and I did not play it very much because I didn't have it. But yeah, nothing beats Mario Kart Wii. Do the close-up. I didn't do a close-up of Randolph. I did earlier on the stream, but gotta love it. Excuse me, I had like a mini burp there. I don't know. The thing about this one is I would almost probably prefer the gadget because of the white numbers. I like the white numbers on the gadget more. But I like the white dials for the temperature and humidity on this one. And the thing that pushes this one over the top for me is the chrome around the outside of it. How it's like mirrored. Because the original gadget doesn't have that, and it just looks so cool. They did the same exact thing on the Gizmo, which if you know the lore behind this channel, I have been trying to find that clock for so long. Gizmo! If I ever find Gizmo, I'm just gonna quit collecting, that's gonna be it. No, I'm kidding. I could never do that. Hold on. I tested the hour on that one. It was keeping time. And yeah, okay, we're good. But oh my gosh. Gizmo's like probably my favorite rhythm clock of all time. Do I wish that it had DWS sound instead? Yes, I do. But looks wise, and to be honest, even though everyone kind of like dogs on the song selection of the Gadget series, I really don't mind it that much because it's got, at the end of the day, the Gadget series, you get a little bit of everything. You get classical, you get the hymns, you got the Americana, and obviously the Christmas too. But I mean, you've got every single pretty much genre the rhythm has except for pops that they don't have anymore. But you get pretty much every single genre with this. But yeah, let's see. Got some Howard Miller. Chevy, what is that popping sound? That's my mom in the other room. She's
Sorry, I'm chopping.
Yeah, it's alright. She's working on making something to eat, probably, I assume.
Yeah, sorry.
That's alright. Someone was asking why you were vacuuming as well.
I wasn't vacuuming.
No, I know. I said I think that's the hair dryer.
Oh yeah.
It's alright though. Don't worry
I'm
about it.
surprised I could hear that. Sorry guys.
No, it's alright. It wasn't that loud, I don't think, anyways. But there we go. Ooh. Manual. Gotta get the manual. And there we are. Chronograph. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me make sure. I don't think I fixed the batteries in this last one that I did. you technically don't have to do this, but I just have anxiety and it worries me, so I like to do it just to be safe. But the batteries in these boxes here, yeah, I didn't do it. Here, I'll just take the camera down so I'll show you what I mean. All right, got any cuckoo clocks? I do. Not down here though. Currently. Let's see. Question: at the chiming event at Champ's Clock Shop, what clocks go off first? It's different every year. It is different every year. You'll have to find out. But basically, see how these batteries are in here like this? They hit right at the edge, so they should be fine. But if anything somehow were to happen, I like to take out this little piece here, put the battery down in, and slide this down on top just so that it, if I can get it down in here, yeah. Just so that it stays down in there, and then you can pull that out and grab down and grab the bag and pull the battery out. But I just like to do that just to be safe, I guess. Because I did at one point have a shipment of these gadget clocks that came that were all broken. And the batteries had somehow fallen out and had broken the glass on nearly all of them. I think only one of them still had the glass intact. And the hands were bent. And yeah, not fun. Let's see. Excuse me for one moment while I put this back, and then I will put the phone back up as well. Bada bing. We will turn it around here. Thank you guys for coming in today. We've been going for quite a bit here. I would like to go live on TikTok later today. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'll get to. If I don't today, I for sure will tomorrow. But I would like to do it today since today is a holiday for some people and some people are home today. And with all the chaos that's been going on, I would like to try to go live. We have not opened any of these yet. It just got really dark all of a sudden. We have not opened any of these yet. These are, there's one that's out already, so you already can see it and see what it looks like. Let me turn on this light back here real quick. There we go. That's at least a little bit more light. Not much, but it helps a little bit, I guess.
You can open the curtains, but you might get glare.
Open the curtains? Yeah, let's try it. That's a good idea, actually.
But you might get glare. You'll have to check your...
Yeah, that'll probably help, actually. I don't think we'll get too much glare. Let's see. Oh, that's way better. I should have done that at the beginning. Thanks, sorry, yeah, thanks. Okay. This one of my favorites out of all the ones we're opening today, the Champagne Snowflake. It plays 6 hymns, 6 classical, and 6 Christmas songs. So, come around here, and there it is. So there it is. And that just sounded like it was going down to Bikini Bottom. But yeah, the case sort of, I don't know if you want to say shimmers, changes colors a little bit in different lighting. Obviously, the pendulum isn't swinging because I'm not holding it upright. I'm gonna try and get it to go here. So, there it is. Champagne snowflake. Of course, we've got the identical clone as well up here. Yeah. And I do have that one on the hidden songs. Don't tell anybody. The hidden songs on this one are all 6 of the hymns and 6 classical, but it's not the same 6 classical that are listed on the back of the clock. It plays, well, that song, Tales of the Inner Woods. Let's see what else. You got that one. You got Nocturne, I believe. Yeah. Liebestrom, number 3. I need to figure out how you say that. But yeah. Is there a video chat going on in the Discord server? We don't normally, have video chats in there or even voice chats. I just had one the other night because we had an influx of people join the Discord. But if there is like interest in the future in doing some voice chats, we can try and do something like that. I know, like maybe probably close to a year ago, we had a game night where we played some different games and stuff. So if anyone would be interested in that, we could maybe try and plan another one of those, or at least some kind of a voice chat. If anyone's got like a Switch or something, we could try to plan to play like Mario Kart or something like that as well. But yes, I love the color too. So cutesy. True, I agree. It's like that rose gold color. I really like it. The model name of this is the Champagne Snowflake. What would have been your plan for your store if Rhythm USA kept operating? I really don't know, honestly. It was kind of weird because I'm so new to this, and as well, I don't really know what the norms are per se, but if I had known the norms, I probably should have seen it coming more towards the beginning. But obviously, like, my end goal, even though Rhythm is gone, no matter if they're here or not, my end goal is to have a physical store as well as museum that people can visit. And that's been my goal for years. I mean, before I ever even started going down to Champs, my end goal was always to have like my own sort of like museum slash store thing where people could go and visit and buy clocks, but also just see my own collection in person because like I love my collection so much, but nobody gets to see it other than watching videos online. It's like one thing watching a video, and it's another thing seeing them all and standing in the same room. So that's kind of like the end goal for me, I guess, is to have something like that. I can't afford to do that where I'm at now. There's a lot of things that I'd really like to do, like and plan out, but I just I don't have the money to be honest with you. It takes a lot to even do what I'm doing right now. I read that as garlic phone. Gartic phone. I've played that before. I can't remember what it is though. I'll have to look into it. Uh, Hi to Onyx as well. Um, let's see. Dogs are awesome. I will. I'm not on the thing. I will send my shop, but some other good places are Champ's Clock Shop in Douglasville, Georgia. If you want to visit like a physical store location. I have some friends in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, called the Clock Peddler. Um, what else? What else? In Ohio, Amish country, Ohio, Millersburg to be exact, Millersburg, Ohio. There's Time and Optics, and Time and Optics is pretty close to me. I go out there a lot, and they also fix clocks there, rhythm clocks to be exact, and and all other clocks, but they do fix rhythm clocks too. Uh, as does Champs, of course, but excuse me. Yeah. Champs does not have a store online, unfortunately. They have some stuff listed on their eBay, but they don't have a store online. Actually, wait, you might be able to see this. Let me know if you can see this in like 1 second. Um, Chrono. There. I think they're coming up. It only shows uh the like retail prices. It doesn't show the sale price. But my website is timelessclocks.co. The link's like in the description of the video, I think, something like that. But there's quite a few on there. Not the full, not the full rhythm lineup. However, so Linus, you had sort of asked like what would have been my next step. Rhythm had offered to, and like we were sort of in talks about it a little bit. They were gonna let me carry their entire line, just do like drop shipping, similar to how a couple other retailers do, or did, I guess. So that would have been neat to have that in the future, but then obviously all this sort of started to happen out of nowhere. So, yeah. But I think next steps now for me, and this has been sort of, I started working on this last summer, like in June-ish, I sort of started talking with them, and obviously I sort of had to put it on hold because of Rhythm's closure. But I was in talks with Seiko about carrying some of their clocks as well, so hopefully that'll be something that will happen this year. Just also because I'd really like to get their new clocks in and be able to like film videos of the brand new models and stuff like that. Just sort of as like documenting them, as well as continuing to do the new model announcement videos that I do. But yeah. So I don't know. I've got different ideas and things that I would like to do, sort of in the pipeline. But I am only one person, and without having like a physical store or like actual employees, it's kind of hard to do that. There's other people out there that have like shops, or they might have little like display spaces where they have their clocks for sale on display. And I'd say that most of those people have like backing from somebody else that's sort of helping them with that. And of course, I've got my parents that allow me to put all this in their house in the living room. So I guess I am sort of backed too, but yeah, it's just it's kind of a difficult situation living in the area that I live in too, because if I did open a shop or something, I wouldn't want it to be in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it would probably be a tourist thing, but I don't know if there's a demand for people that would want to come all the way to like Little Town, Ohio, and see some clocks. So it's all about the demand too, but yeah. So let's see. The rhythm clocks at the Amish hardware store in Clare, Michigan range from 30 to 300. That's not bad. I wonder what kinds they have there. Let's see. The 30 are probably the like melody alarm clocks, I bet, or the little like night bright clocks. Anyone else a clock collector YouTuber on the stream? I am. I am. The Earth. As my mom said, it should have been called Atlas, I think. This one wasn't really my favorite at the at first. Yeah, I can't talk. At first, whenever I saw these melody wall clocks, this one wasn't really my favorite. But honestly, now I think this one's probably my favorite. Before, the Sonor was my favorite, but now I'm thinking that it's probably the Earth. Although I would rather call it Atlas than Earth, because it's got like an atlas on it. It's not or map even. I don't know. The names that they gave these melody wall clocks kind of suck. They're not that great. They kind of dropped the ball on it a little bit there, I think. What the heck is going on? Oh. There we go. There. Alright. I guess I'm just going to put that one back there for now. I don't know, I'm kind of crammed in here. There's too many clocks going on. Just kidding, there's never too many. Yeah. They have some of the melody wall clocks too. I bet they've got some of the ones with the hymns that have like the different sort of scenic pictures on them. I would call them the scenic models. I didn't really like those all that much. Just like the designs of them, just because like I like the more simplistic stuff, as you can see. But I don't know, they're cool. They're like sort of like the way that I would put it. Whenever I first saw them, I thought of like the Joyful Harvest, Joyful Prairie, that kind of series. Like those are different time cracker models. That's what I think that they were probably based off of. And see, this is why I open these up, because this pendulum is not taped in there. So I gotta grab my tape gun and re-tape it in there so that it doesn't move around. And I can also move this case. And there it is. It's good to go now. That's literally what they do. They just get a tape gun and put a piece of tape in there, and sometimes I guess the tape sort of either gives or they might just be in a hurry or something. I don't know. But there we go. Good to go now. So this is another Randolph, the final Randolph that we have. It's just a little bit bigger, so I was going to try and get it out of the way. See you, Bruno.
Is that the one behind you, or that looks bigger?
Yeah, that's the one behind me.
That's very pretty.
Yeah. So, here is the Randolph. Woo! It's heavy too. Yeah, you know, at this point, you guys know how it goes. I gotta test the pendulum to make sure that it moves and make sure that it goes off on the hour and that the speaker is not blown out. We are good.
Green sleeves!
Huh?
Is that green sleeves?
That was. I skipped it. Sorry. She likes green sleeves a lot. There we go. And finally, last but not least, I gotta turn the time to about 5:45-ish. And I will hit the reset, take the batteries out. And there it is. Bada bing, bada boom. I like how these wooden musical clocks have boxes that fit them very nicely. Like they've got the styrofoam that's like aligned to fit them. Most of the rhythm clocks do, but it's just that the chiming ones sort of slide in there. Like especially the Highland. I'll open the Highland up next. Let's see here. Boom. And add it to the pile. There we go. Okay. After I'm done, I'll show you guys the pile that I've got going on over here. Sounds good, Caleb. I will watch out for that. Also, I'd like to see that. I always like getting to see different store displays of the rhythm clocks. Let's see. Eventually I want to go to Time and Optics and film a video there, like a walkthrough. It's just they're Amish there, and the Amish don't always like getting their picture taken or anything, and I don't want to inconvenience them with the way their store is sort of set up. So if you noticed in one of the musical clock compilations I did from their store, one of the, I think it was the Grand, no, I think it was just the Encore Espresso. It might have been the Grand Encore Espresso, I can't remember. But I think it was just the regular Encore Espresso. I had to blur out one of their faces because they were sort of in the background there. And I mean, they didn't ask me to, but I just did anyways out of respect. But yeah. All right, Clock07, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. All right. You can't really see Highland anymore because the glare. But oh well. We're gonna open one up right now, anyways. So. All right. We're getting down to the ending here. I don't know if I will open those last 4 chronographs on the stream or not. I'm kind of on the fence because I do want to try and go live on TikTok at some point today. Speaking of Highland, we shall see. But the Highland, which is this one here, and the Randolph, which is the one that I just opened, they both have the WSM movements, which stands for, everyone repeat after me, Westminster and Strike, or Melody. So you can have it play the Westminster and Strike hourly, quarterly, or you can choose between 16 classical songs or 3 Christian songs, and they'll just cycle through like rhythm clocks normally do. No melody fix or anything like that on these ones. But yeah, so these ones have the 16 melody, well, 19 melody technically, version of the movement, but the Illyria and the Lauren that we're going to unbox here in a little bit, they have the 9 melody, which has the quarterly Westminster, hourly Westminster, or 6 classical songs or 3 Christmas songs. So instead of having 16 different songs, it's got 6 instead, which there's 6 different songs. But the ones on these are more in between classical and folk. Where is my, oh, I used the other double A that I had. I'm gonna go steal one real quick. I have the batteries in these melody wall clocks. He won't mind, right?
You know where your dad's stash is? Now he's gonna have to change it.
It's fine. He uses my stuff, I use his. It's alright. Oh wow, it started right away as soon as I put the battery in. Whew. Let's see. Caleb, I unfortunately don't accept new requests on Discord at this time. I only add people back that I know, like personally in real life. I've had some issues with some people in personal space boundaries on Discord, so I need to. It's nothing against you or anybody else. I just I can only add specific people back on Discord now. People I know in real life, but there is the beautiful rotary pendulum that is not really spinning because I'm holding it. It will spin if it's sitting down. It's just because it's not fully level and I'm moving because I'm shaky. And then, of course, the steel dial. I love the Highland. I also love the Highland. The dial is what really makes it for me. Because, yeah, the pendulum's cool, but I just love the dial and how it changes in the lighting. It's just so pretty. But anyway, there we go. For me, it's the whole thing. That's valid. That's valid. I can get that. Of course, they've got the volume absolutely cranked on it immediately out of the box, which is not good because you could blow the speaker. But yeah, that's better. And there it is. Now we're gonna make sure it goes off on the hour. There we go. Aw, I thought it was gonna keep playing. Sorry, I'll play it on this one. The floral fantasy is my dream clock, says Caleb. That was my dream clock too for many years, so I can definitely understand that, the hype behind that one. I hope you can find one someday. I know Champs has a few, but they are a little pricey because they are really hard to find nowadays. Oops. Let's see here. You have to like angle this little piece of styrofoam in there just right. There we go. Perfect. My dream clock is probably just some grandfather clock, whichever one I decide on. That's valid. That's valid. I have a mental list, I guess, of grandfather clocks that I love. There's a few Hershey's, a couple like more modern Howard Millers that I really like. I don't know. If somebody said to me, hey, you pick out a grandfather clock and I'll buy it for you, that'd be a real head scratcher for me because like I can't afford one on my own. But like if I could pick one out to have for myself, only one, I don't know if I'd be able to choose just because they're I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to choose. There's probably like I could narrow it down to maybe 5. Maybe 5. Maybe not 5. Maybe 10. I don't know. But if you come to one of the streams that I do at Champs, I'll show you around because they've got almost every single one that I want to try and find one of those someday.
Still going?
Yeah.
Alright.
As you can see, I made some progress though, right?
Yeah,
Got a good dent in it so far.
you made big dent.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. Actually, I'll do a snowflake next. Why not? We got another champagne snowflake. Here we go. Let's see. Can I hear the blue rhythm clock that's on the wall? Yes, I will. And yes, that is my dad. He just got home.
Which one of your mother's rhythm clocks?
The pendulum isn't really swinging right now. I need to fix it. But... This is what I should have done. Not that you can see it from that distance away, but this is what I should have done. I could put it right here too, but the sunlight's probably gonna get it, and you won't be able to see what it says. It might not even stick anymore because I put it on my shirt. Anyways, champagne snowflake. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It's probably my favorite of the snowflake series of all time. I really like the marble snowflake too, but something about the color on this one and the dial I just really like a lot. Obviously, if I wanted to make this clock perfect, I would have it play either the songs of the Snowflake Legend or the original DWS Snowflake, because I love those songs. Not that I don't like the hymns and stuff that this one plays, but I would just prefer the Beatles or something like that. The dynamic wave sound is pretty hard to beat. Most of the time on my live streams, like on TikTok, where I have random people coming in that don't really know a lot about the clocks, when I play the Peaceful Cosmos clocks, like the CTS version versus the like the original DWS version, most people 9 times out of 10 pick the the DWS version, and I think I agree. It's not that I don't like CTS, but it's just that the DWS is so much better. But yeah, and there it is. That's funny that the promotion popped up at the same time that I was talking about it. I did it like a while ago, like probably like a half hour ago. But there it is. Dad, these people in here are saying hi to you. Come say hi to the viewers. He didn't hear me. The viewers are saying hello to you. They're saying hi, Chevy's dad. They can't see you back there if that's what you're trying to do. I don't know if that's what you're doing or not.
What's up?
There he is. Alright. I need to take a link out of this watch. These like bracelets, I tighten them so that it keeps the watch on. It just needs one link out, I think. Am I getting skinnier? I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Chevy's entire family. My mom's in there cooking us a wonderful meal right now. Let's see. These things are always a pain to get back in. There we go. Got it. And there it is. Another champagne snowflake. Beautiful. You gotta love it. If you don't have taste. I'm kidding. I get it. And the thing is too, like hymns aren't everybody's thing, and some people see hymns and it's like a turnoff, sort of. But the thing is, it doesn't just play hymns. You can switch it. It plays classical and Christmas too. So there's always that option. And honestly, like whether you're religious or not, I think the hymns are pretty good. I would almost, they're hymns, but I would almost also label them as like relaxing songs or peaceful music. I mean, other than like Jesus Loves Me, sort of, I guess, but like How Great Thou Art and like What a Friend We Have in Jesus, they're like very slow songs. They're kind of, I don't know, relaxing, I guess, but at least in my opinion. I don't know. And then of course Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace is religious, but it's not always religious either. Like it's kind of a song that's like whether you're religious or not, you know what it is. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Gotta figure out what I'm doing here because we've got these 2 clocks left, 1 snowflake, and a whole box of chronographs. Let me take a sip of my coffee and think about what I'm gonna do. Might just open the chronographs. Welcome back, Braden. My watch band was chewed. My watch band was chewed by my goats. That sucks. That sucks. Oh man.
That's the first time I heard that.
My mom said that's the first time she's heard that. I almost broke one of my watches trying to micro adjust it. Oh man. Yeah, I've got the whole shebang upstairs. So what is a hymn? A hymn is like a religious tune, sort of. Not sort of, I guess. A lot of the songs on like some of these newer rhythm clocks, like the Champagne Snowflake here, they're hymns, and they're like Christian, which is not everyone's thing. But yeah, church songs. Church songs is the best way to put it. Your grandma knows them. If you ask your grandma, she'll probably know every single song. Let's see. Mom, what are you cooking up tonight?
Tonight is
Somebody asked.
creamy ham and potato corn chowder.
Ooh, yummy!
Then I'll be getting ready for tomorrow.
That actually sounds good, though.
Poppy seed chicken with cheesy potatoes.
Ooh, yummy! The chowder sounds good. I mean, well, you know that I like the poppy seed chicken too. The poppy seed chicken and cheesy potatoes is a recurring dish that she makes pretty often, and it's pretty good. How long have you been making that?
It's a family recipe.
It's a family recipe, she says.
So several years.
Several years.
Ever since you were little.
Ever since I was little. I don't know if you can see these back there, but we're going to try it out because I'm going to move these case boxes. Good enough. Alright. Do. Here we go. Chronographs. 4 of them. So we got 4 chronographs. 1 snowflake, 1 Illyria, 1 Lauren. And that's all we've got left. And then my final rhythm order will be fully unboxed. It's a little bittersweet. I almost don't want to finish, you know, because then I can drag it out forever and be all reminiscent and whatever about it. Yeah. But it must be done. It must be done. Let's see. I just make my own food. I'm a responsible young adult. That's valid. I do when she doesn't cook. You know, I've got a cupboard full of ramen, and when I say full of ramen, you open the cupboard and you can't find anything else in there because there's so much ramen in the cupboard. Different kinds. My favorite is the hot ones, whatever it is. Oh man, I could go for one of those right now. show you what I mean. Any ramen connoisseurs in the chat? Thank you. Braden says he's having KFC for dinner. Braden, that's totally valid. Listen to me very carefully. You need to get the Nashville hot chicken. Nashville hot chicken, extra pickles. You won't regret it. It is spicy though. If you don't like spicy, you're not gonna like it probably. But here is my ramen. Please don't tell anyone else about this. This is very personal to me because the more people that find out about this, it's going to be harder for me to get these. Because it's already hard enough to
Wow, you're such a giver.
get these. But yes, exactly. I am such a giver. And I love you all so much. So I'm putting you on to it. But don't tell anyone else. Screenshot it, but don't tell anyone else. There's also garlic and smoky. I think smoky's probably my favorite. Smoky or sweet, one of the two. Not that I don't like the garlic, but these two are better. There's Hot Ones Hot Pockets. I didn't know that. They have everything now. Holy crap. I love the Hot Ones. It's the classic hot sauce, but it's chili maple. That is probably my all-time favorite sauce ever. It's not even really that spicy. Like, genuinely, it's not a hot sauce necessarily. It's more of just like a sauce, and it's so freaking good. I put that on so much. I put it on mac and cheese, and it's so good. Braden, let me know if you tried Nashville hot chicken, and let me know what you think, because it's one of my favorite fast food items. I go to KFC solely for that. I don't care for anything else on their menu. Their chicken sandwich isn't bad. I like the chicken sandwich, but the Nashville hot chicken tenders or the sandwich is the best, dude. It's so good. I wish croissants with Nutella were healthier because I'd eat them for every meal. That's valid. That's valid, though. I haven't had a croissant in a long time. But anyway, oh, there's the manuals. We have another. Oh no, my little sign. Don't fall. Wait, let's do that. There. Cool. Alright. We have another chronograph. Chronograph 5 of 8. I think you all know the drill with the chronograph, but if not, probably one of my favorite rhythm clocks, and it has one of my favorite motions that any of the rhythm clocks have. It's just such a cool, unique design and movement, and yeah, I don't know. Everyone has their own opinion, but it's one of my favorites, so I hope that you will agree with me. We shall see. I'm waiting on the little reset thing to finish up here. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Chronograph. Now we're gonna see if it goes off on the hour, because it is pretty light in here now. There it is. Let's see. Braden, I'm pretty sure you are the only timekeeper at the moment. I thought Ari was gonna come in. Ari's one of Champ's friends too. We have yet to meet at the clock shop yet. He was supposed to be at the chiming event last year, but couldn't make it because of some health issues. Caleb, I would say I used to be a very picky eater, and there's some things I still am picky about, but it kind of improves over time with age, I think. Because there's a lot of things that I eat now that I would have never touched whenever I was a kid, like sushi. I would have never touched sushi. I would have like thrown a fit, just not even, not even tried it, you know. So there's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Speaking of spicy stuff, the ghost pepper nuggets from Wendy's are really good. I didn't know they had ghost pepper nuggets. I go. The two fast food places I frequent on like a weekly basis are Wendy's and Taco Bell. Taco Bell usually is great every time. Wendy's is kind of like sometimes you go and you get a real fresh like food, or you get real fresh food. Sometimes you go and you can just tell it's been sitting for a while. But Wendy's though, I get their ghost pepper ranch chicken sandwich. And dude, that genuinely is one of the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had, at least whenever it's fresh. Even when it's not fresh, I'd still say that it's better than the KFC, just regular chicken sandwich, because it has so many, what would you say, like spices and stuff on it. Like the ranch that they put on there with the ghost pepper is so freaking good. And they put onion straws on too. And there's like a hot pepper cheese or something that they put on it, but oh my gosh, it's so good. I highly recommend, if you like those nuggets, to try that. It's not cheap, so I treat myself to it like once a week maybe, if even that. Yeah, so I highly recommend though. It's really, really good. I think it's like, at least here, it's like $6 or something like that. I can't remember. I think it's like $6. At least not like the combo. I just get the sandwich. I don't get anything else. I get the sandwich, and I have one of those little like Frosty keychains where I get a free Frosty, like a junior Frosty. Can't beat that. Cause like you pay $3 for the keychain, and you can use it for the entire year. So even if you just go to Wendy's and get like 2 or 3 of the junior Frosties in 1 year, you've already made your money back. I think I'd say probably 2, because I think the junior Frosties are like $1.29 or something like that. But no, my poor little sign. There we go. Yeah. Chick-fil-A massacred their fries. I haven't had their new fries. I didn't even know they had new fries.
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's? Yeah, Raising Cane's is like some of the best chicken ever too. And their sauce is what makes it good. And whenever you go to Raising Cane's, Dad, what do you get?
No sauce.
No. You get double sauce and extra toast, which means you don't get their crappy fries or their crappy coleslaw.
No sauce.
The sauce is what makes it good.
I want ketchup.
He puts ketchup on his steak.
And my pork chops.
And we're related somehow. That's my dad. We're gonna do another chronograph. Might as well. that your washer or dryer? No, that's the stove. There's a stove timer going off in there right now. But yeah. Oops, I didn't do the battery thing on that last box. I will go back and do that while this one is playing. If it plays. Because there's no guarantee. There's a 99% chance that it will play. But, you never know what can happen. Like, there's like a 99% chance that you can glitch the DWS clocks to play different versions of the songs. And I was somehow in the 1% the other night. I've never had that happen, at least to my memory. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've hit the 1%. Let's see here. There would be no sound. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the reset button and try again. We might have hit the 1%, guys. Wow. Earn what the Sigma? I know, right? Jamming to the stove timer. I don't know, we might have hit the 1% here. Let's see. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. It might have also been because I skipped the demo. Or not the demo, I skipped the little introduction melody there. Let's see. That is rather peculiar. Let's see. Hold on. What? Love. Uh-oh.
What?
No sound.
That's not good.
That's not good.
It ain't good.
Bro. We did hit the 1%, as I was talking about it too. Oh my gosh. See, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I test these clocks. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. I should say that, not just ladies and gentlemen. But, oh my gosh, I can't get this part. But that's exactly why I test these. There was somebody in the last one of these streams that I did that was like upset that I was opening these brand new clocks and testing them. You know what I mean? But I would hate to have sent that out to somebody with no speaker. I will say though, it's kind of odd that it worked at the start, but doesn't now. I don't know. Unfortunate though. We will set it aside. It will be set aside. Let's see. It's like the Millennium Clock all over again. Let's see. I don't know what happened. Bro, you just sent me a broken rhythm clock. No, I didn't. You would have emailed me. There was a lady that recently bought an alarm clock off of me and claimed that it was cracked. So I told her that she could send it back and I'd give her a refund and whatever. She sent it back to me and it wasn't cracked. It was totally fine. And I was like, what? It was the weirdest experience I've ever had. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, okay. Real quick, let's just try a different set of batteries. See what happens. There is like a whole big reset thing that you can go through where you take the batteries out of it, you press the reset button and all that stuff. Now it's not getting anything. Oh, I know what it is. It's a loose connection. It's got to be a loose connection in there because it wasn't getting any power for a second. Now it's going. Bada bing. That's got to be the issue though. It's got to be a loose connection in there. Because I turned the left side battery and it started working immediately. That was the left side battery, right? No, it was the right. The right. Right side battery. Loose connection. Audio did not play on first test after reset. There we go. I will look at it more in depth later, but I want to at least put a note on there so I know which one it is. And I'll still put the manual in there, but it's going to be set aside. I'll put it back by my computer and stuff. There you guys go. You saw a nice little glitch today. It's interesting. That's kind of like, could it be the batteries? Said Braden. I don't think it was the batteries. I've tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other gadgets or chronographs with these batteries. So I don't know. That's really weird though. Let's see if it goes off on the hour. Oh, wait, it might be off. I don't think I turned it on. It is off. There we go. Huh. What the Sigma? We'll open another one. I'm just gonna open all the gadgets. While that one's playing at least. Imagine if Rhythm made a grandfather clock. They did. They did. It didn't do anything cool like that one did, or does. But it played music and stuff, which was kind of neat. They made a few different grandfather clocks, and they do have a floor clock, not a grandfather clock, but a floor clock that has a music box in it. If you look on my channel, I uploaded it. It's a short video, and it's got Silent Night in the title because that's the song that was playing. I have all the discs recorded, like I have audio for them all recorded, but the videos that I recorded that day weren't very good because I was sick when I recorded them. Or it was like, that was like the second day, and it was like I was still starting to get sick, and so I wasn't fully there at that time to be able to like be like, okay, yes, this is a good angle, this is the good lighting and stuff like that. The audio was great. Everything else was horrible though. But yes, and Caleb is right. They did make the Grandfather Milestone clock. Grandfather Milestone came out alongside the Grand Milano wall clock that you may know from my collection. It's like the really huge wall clock that I have upstairs. It used to hang downstairs. Actually right in there in the kitchen it used to hang there, but now it's upstairs. Fixing the batteries on this one. Oh. if we got anything weird going on with this one. That was actually really funny though, because it literally happened right after I got it, but it's working now. See? Dad? It's working now.
Cool. Good job.
I'm gonna look at it better later, just to make sure, but I think there might be like a loose connection or something.
You're the man. You'll figure it out.
We'll see about that.
You are.
Did Rhythm ever make mechanical clocks? They did, like back in the day when they first started out, yeah. And in more recent years, overseas, they did have a line of mechanical clocks, but they were produced by Hermle, which is kind of cool. I actually have a flyer from Japan. I don't know how long these clocks were available, but it is literally advertised as a collaboration between Rhythm and Hermle. It's got the Rhythm logo and then X Hermle below it. And they had a whole line of mechanical clocks that were available. I don't know how long that lasted. The flyer looks like it was from about 2015 or so. But yeah, it's pretty neat to think that they had those at one point. But they did make their own mechanical clocks at one point. This one's good. Alright, as this one's doing its thing, I'm gonna put away the other one. Let me come over here real quick. Song number 2. That one, I just gotta make sure it goes off on the hour. Should be good, but I gotta make sure that the on-off switch is turned to on, and it's not. Let's see. There we go. I love the intro on those. Alright. And this one is going to get set aside. Just about. Portland always goes off a little bit before. Okay. I don't think I put a manual in this one. I did not. I'll just lay it on top for now. Alright. This one, good. We've got one gadget chronograph, one Champagne Snowflake, one Illyria, and one Lauren left. Anybody got any preferences? Let's see. We got some arguments going on with Hermle. I've heard mixed opinions on Hermley myself. I like them, but then again, I don't know anything about mechanical clocks really. So, what's up, E-Man? How's it going? How's it going? It's time. Oh, my little sign keeps falling. God. All right. Whoa. Okay. Does anyone have any preferences? Canon and D sounded so pretty. I agree. I love that version of Canon and D. Shout out to all you guys for being in here for this long. I can't believe that, cause like, for me, I would enjoy watching people unbox clocks, but like for other people, I feel like that'd be something that wouldn't be super intriguing. So, thanks for coming in. Let's see, which ones are there? Champagne Snowflake, Illyria, Lauren, and one chronograph. I'm gonna start off with the Champagne Snowflake here. Of course, it's right here. Let me see if, I don't think this one plays, this one's got, here, wait, I'll just play Canon D on this one. I'm starting to lose it now. I need to like take a break before I inevitably try to go live on TikTok, or else I'll be like dead the whole time. Let's see. Woo! There. They really shoved those things in there to try and keep the pendulum like secured and shipping. Because especially with that mirrored background, if the pendulum like smacks against it, it'll dent it. So they kind of have to put that in there. Let's see. And we're gonna get Canon going again. I don't know if you can see this right now. There was Canon and D. Canon and D. Oh my god. I unlocked a new weird voice to use. We're almost there. Got 3 left after this one. And that was the final champagne snowflake. Let's see. You should open the I think you're saying Illyria, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna get both the champagne snowflake and the wood grain blossom soon, but which should I get first? If you don't have any clocks that open up or like move like that, then I would say the wood grain blossom, but I don't know. It would depend. I don't know. Hey El Clamitos, welcome. I bet your mom will be very happy when all these are gone from the living room. Yes.
What was that? What did someone say?
He said, I just turned my phone off.
Who's my new favorite person?
Brayden says, I bet your mom will be very happy when all these are gone from the living room.
I will be, but I'm also glad that we have the room for him to be able to do this.
Oh, that's so sweet.
What can I say? I'm a sweet person.
There we go. So there is the champagne snowflake. There was something else that I forgot to respond to. Caleb, the antique style, yes. There goes my sign. Having a rough time with this here. Okay, there, baby. Yeah, this is the antique, and behind me I also have the Sonor and Earth back there. So if you want to hear either of those or see either of those, let me know. But yeah, champagne snowflake. I need a manual. Should be the last one. And it is not the last one, which would mean that I forgot to put the manual in one of those boxes. So I'll have to figure out which one that is.
Go back and watch the video.
Yeah, that's actually, it'd probably just be quicker to check, but I'm going to do it after.
See if anybody knows.
Well, they're not going to. They'll give me a timestamp or something, and then I'll have to still go back and see. I bet it was the last one I did. Oh, it wasn't. Let's see. Second to last? No. Oh, no. How about... Ah! I found it. I got it. There we go.
That didn't take too long.
It was one of the first ones I did, apparently. Alright. Or actually, I don't think that one was even on the stream. I think that was from the other day. Alright. So, there goes the final champagne snowflake. And now, I'm going to do the Illyria for Brayden. Let's get it open here. Honestly, I don't know. This might be one of my favorites because of the I mean, the size is just so cool, and the like floral accents on it are just really cool too. The product images of this one don't do it justice because whenever I originally saw the product images, I didn't like it. I had to actually see it in person to be like, oh, wow, that's actually really nice. So, yeah. But let's see what we got. And as this is chiming, I will read and respond to some comments. I've cured your boredom, thank you. I'm liking that my name is now Chevrolet. Some of my friends will just call me pretty much whatever car brand they can think of. So, yeah, feel free. Let's see if it goes off on the hour, though. Yay! I do gotta do the close-up, though. It's just such a nice design. I don't know. With the little, whatever you call the things on the corner, I can't think right now. God, I can't think. I was trying to think of that earlier, too. But I think that all this inside of here is actually carved wood. Because look at the back. It looks like wood, which is insane, if so, that all of that's carved. I mean, it sounds like wood, too. Feels like wood. But is it? We may never know. I think it's wood, though. I don't know. 99% sure on that one. But yeah. Okay. What's up, Plymouth? Hi, BMW. Hi, Hyundai. Hi, Buick Enclave. What's good, Ford F-150? Oh, God. Oh, I missed Toyota, too. Toyota, of course. Let me make sure to keep the time. Oh, duh, I already did that. Alright. There we go. I need this little thing here. Alright. Next up, probably do Lauren. And then we'll end it off with chronograph, because I think we started it off with chronograph, so I think that's the best way to end it off. Am I right, fellas? This one back in the bag. And once again, I love the boxes of these, how they like fit them so well. The what do you call it? The styrofoam's like molded to fit, sort of. Not completely, but they have pieces of styrofoam like glued in there throughout that are essentially molded to fit the clock. Manual. And that is the final Illyria. Added over here to the pile. Bada bing, bada boom, and then the WSM Lauren, the only one. I sold one, I kept one for myself, and this is the final Lauren.
You named that clock.
I did name this clock. That is true. I was fortunate enough to be able to name a rhythm clock, which is crazy. So yeah, it was it didn't have a name whenever I originally bought it. It just had a model number, and unfortunately this one has such a cool pendulum, but I don't want to take it out because it's taped in the box. It's such a cool pendulum though. If you look at the picture of it, it's not your typical pendulum, and it's silver to match these painted details. It's one of my favorites for sure. I think people have sort of mixed opinions on it a little bit, but I really like it. But yeah, this one's got the Westminster and 6 classical or 3 Christmas, just like Illyria had. And yeah, the pendulum's swinging, so that's good. We got Christmas songs, so I'm gonna switch that. If you look at these details, even the details on the dial, they like match the details on the case. Really pretty. Let's see. Gotta go because I'm gonna be on a FaceTime soon with my friends. Have fun, Caleb. Thanks for stopping in. And then, of course, down on the bottom, too. And the little details on the glass, too. Can't really see. That's a beautiful clock, Porsche. Thank you, Braden. Thank you, Braden. Oh my god. If you come into the TikTok streams doing that, people are going to be so confused. I think we should just make that an inside joke where I just respond to it and just don't say anything about it. It's just like an inside joke and nobody else will understand it. Oh, I didn't test to see if it would go off on the hour. I should definitely make sure I do that. Alright, let's see. Perfect. Bada bing, bada boom. And I'll let it play while I open up the chronograph. The last clock, the last chronograph, the last clock from my final rhythm order. The last one. We are almost to the end. And as happy as I am to say that, because it's a little bit of a weight off of my chest, it's very sad too, because I know that in even just a week from now, I'm gonna look back and be like, oh man, it's over. You know, this kind of signifies that yes, it's over now. This is actually real. They really have shut down, and this is when it's probably gonna start setting in for me a little bit. Because it still doesn't totally feel like it's real, you know? Just because rhythm has sort of been the one thing that's been like a constant in my life. Like, whenever I've been, you know, not having a good time necessarily in my life, you know, rhythm clocks, and that's something that I've just always sort of had to fall back on. And while the physical clocks aren't going anywhere, it's just that this sort of signifies like the end of an era, you know what I mean? I don't really know, nobody really knows what's to come in the future either, so it's just kind of a weird thing, I guess, you know? But what better clock to end this off with than the chronograph? One of my favorites. Gotta love the silver on it, of course. And hopefully we got better luck with this one. I am glad that I was able to get the other one working though, because I was a little bit scared when I first opened it. I was like, what is up? Okay. It didn't do the reset phase. It typically should do. Still not doing the reset phase. Let's see. Maybe it is these batteries. I'll be darned, Braden, you might be right. It might be these batteries. Oh my god. I swear I tested all these though. Let's see. I just started clock collecting and Rhythm USA already shuts down. Hey, listen. Lucky for us, we've still got Seiko. We still got Seiko. So that's good. Let's see. I wonder if it's these batteries. Because I can't think of another explanation. It's like it's partially working. Now these clocks were from the same case, which means that they were produced at the same time. So it could be a defective run, but the other two worked. Yeah, that's not good. Huh. Oh. I thought I heard something. It's like it started to do it and then decided not. Okay, it's not those batteries though, confirmed now. I wasn't crazy, they were good. Wow, the last one. What a way to go out. Dang. Now this one really honestly could be anything. I had this happen with a Marvelous as well. I had gotten 2 cases of Marvelous and one of them, in that case, the same thing sort of happened. Like, it was keeping time, the little wheel was working, but nothing else would work. The reset button wouldn't even work. Now I got the same thing.
I can feel it. I was in the shower. It's rubbing something, and it happened in the shower.
Go get upstairs and look around.
That's odd. And the battery rolls aren't working either, so that sucks. Wow. Darn. Did you ever find anything more out about the Kit Kat clock? I had not. I have not, no. I've been sort of trying to find some more stuff for months now, you know, but nobody really knows or has said much of anything about it. I got a few friends in Japan that collect these clocks as well, and since that's where that one is from, I've sort of asked them about it, but they don't know either. Because I want to know at least like the full official model name and model number, if anything. The only real thing I know is that it was sold at the Sanrio stores in Japan for a limited time, sometime around 2007. that's it. Like, so it's kind of cool though. It's like it's this unknown. Maybe someday we'll be able to figure it out. But yeah, well, that sucks. Last clock. And there's something wrong with it. Good news is I got parts for this one, if need be. But yeah, dang, that sucks. Huh. I don't think it's keeping time either. Well, that'll be something that I can look into here in the next few days. Hey, I was able to fix the one, at least temporarily. I'm gonna check it out a little more in depth, and then this one is I don't know. I really couldn't tell you what's up with this one. So yeah, there is like a sort of like an extended reset phase you can do, where you leave the batteries out of the clock for a certain amount of time, and then you press the reset button for 45 seconds or something like that, and it's supposed to like release all of the like electric charges in the board and stuff like that, and that usually fixes a lot of these types of problems. Um, but I'm not sure. We'll see, because it didn't fix the problem on the Marvelous that I had. So I'm not really sure what will exactly happen with this one. Who knows? Maybe it's just a loose wire like the other one I'm thinking, or maybe it's a completely different issue. Because I could not figure out what was wrong with that Marvelous. I took it apart myself, looked inside. I got I like checked the I put batteries in and checked the different charges on each end of the battery compartment and stuff, and it was receiving more than enough power to power it. I think it was a board issue or something. So hopefully that's not what's wrong with this one, but you never know. So yeah. Now it's time to clean up. I'm gonna keep this manual out for now, yeah. And I need to write a little sticky note for myself so I know to check this and I don't confuse the two that I have. And I also need to take batteries out of this, put it back in the box. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. That sucks that that's how we had to end it off, I guess. But yeah. Yay! My mom does get her living room back now. I'm sure she's very psyched about that. Nissan was very sentimental about opening the last clock. It was a little bit of a disappointment. I wish I would have opened that one towards the beginning, I guess. When am I going live on TikTok? I don't know. Probably. Holy crap! It's 5:30. I don't know. I might honestly have to postpone it till tomorrow. I didn't realize what time it is. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. I'll post something in the Discord and I'll post something on my Instagram about it as soon as I know for sure. So stay tuned. Keep an eye out on there. Let's see real quick before I totally forget. Pendulum moved. Nothing else worked. Tried 2 sets of batteries. Did not try extended reset yet. There we go. Let's see. Does Rhythm make cuckoos? Rhythm does make cuckoos, and the neat thing about Rhythm's cuckoos, at least like all their modern cuckoos that they've made in the past 20 plus years, they're all made in Japan with like movements that Rhythm has made, but they don't have an electronic chime, whereas a lot of like quartz cuckoo clocks will have like an electronic like fake cuckoo sound. Rhythm is the only brand, one of the only brands I know of, I guess, that has like an authentic bellows in their quartz movement. and it's made from this Japanese washi paper. And basically, whenever it cuckoos, it sort of like compresses and decompresses. Oh, sort of like compresses and decompresses like the accordion kind of thing to produce the cuckoo sound, which is pretty neat. I love the sound. It doesn't have the little like gong before it, like how your standard cuckoo clock will have like a gurn. This will go like gurn. Like that was bad. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have the gong before, but it does have the what do you call it? The cuckoo, I guess, and it's like a real authentic cuckoo as well, which is pretty neat. But yeah, I have one of their cuckoos. I'd like to get a couple more someday. There's a couple in Japan that I want to try and find. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this one today. I gotta sort of clean up and stuff, but I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Like I said, I am gonna hopefully try and do a TikTok live tonight. I don't know if I'll get to though. I want to make sure that I have like at least an hour to do it. So if I don't do it tonight, I will tomorrow. Check my Discord and Instagram or Instagram. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you, Emma, my other alternate. Dogs were awesome. Braden, of course. Thank you, Braden, for also being a member, aka a timekeeper. Timekeeper. God, I'm losing it. Timekeeper gang, rise up. I'm losing it. Okay. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing. That is the very last unboxing from Rhythm USA. It's crazy. But yeah. The chicken clock's upstairs. Let me go get it. I gotta end it off the same way. If it doesn't have a chicken ending, it's not really over. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Rhythm USA, for real. Very sad. Very sad times. All right. Here we go.
Hey baby, wake up. Come and dance with me. Wow. Yeah. Hey baby, wake up. Come and dance with me. Wow. Yeah. Hey baby, wake up. Come and dance with me. Wow. Yeah.
There it is. Okay. I'm gonna go eat some food now. My stomach hurts so bad. Might see you later, some point. Look out for the other previous TikTok live streams that I've done. They will be uploaded here on YouTube pretty soon. So, all right. Thank y'all for watching, and have an awesome day. Peace.